Hello there, my name is Barry, and in today's video I'm going to run you through my entire set list, exactly how I structure every single gig that I have ever and most likely will ever play. I've been gigging live in pubs and venues for nearly 18 years now, which is longer than I haven't. I'm 33 and 18 is more than half of 33. So I've been gigging for longer than I actually haven't, and these are the things that I've learned along the way to make the night flow and everybody have a good time, and most importantly, keep getting booked. One of the questions I get asked a lot, especially from people who haven't ever gigged before, is what songs do I play, or what songs should you play? And there's no real right or wrong answer to that. But let's have a chat about it, let's have a think about it, and let's get stuck into it. Before we do that, if this is your first time meeting me, hello there, my name is Barry, and I talk all things music related, gear reviews, live gigging stuff, things and all sorts. So if that's your vibe, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and tell me in the comments down below what you think. While you're down there, make sure you go and check out the link in the description and you'll get a look at my entire set list that I play for gigs. To give a bit of backstory as to what I actually do gigs wise, I'm originally from Ireland and I live in Scotland now, and I gig in Irish pubs mainly, not through choice or design, just that's where I've ended up, funnily enough. But I do lots of functions, I do lots of all sorts. Anything that you can think of gig wise, or an event that needs music, I've likely done it. So the set list that I'm going to talk about today, and the set list is linked in the description, has been built up over years of doing all of that stuff and having the experiences that those gigs bring. Now I do a mix of acoustic gigs and band gigs and solo gigs with tracks now as of 2026, and each one of those styles brings with it different things to think of, brings different advantages, disadvantages, and all those things require a bit of thought and a little bit of structure whenever you're delivering them to a live audience. I usually do my gigs over 2 sets. 9 times out of 10, whenever I'm booked for a gig, it's for 3 hours, sort of 9 till 12, half 9 to half 12, that type of thing, or even an afternoon gig, 4 till 7 type of thing. But usually 3 hours over 2 sets. A lot of musicians will play 3 hours over 3 sets, but for me that just breaks up the day far too much and I don't need to take a little bit of a break. Sometimes I will take that break if I'm struggling, but I like to just get the ball rolling and I like to keep it rolling. So what I'll usually do is I'll play for an hour and 15 and then start thinking about 1 or 2 more songs, then take a break and go until then the time is up. So if I start at 4 o'clock, I'll play until say 20 past 5, thereabouts, have a break, go back on it, maybe 20 to 5:45 and keep on going until 7 o'clock. Now I usually have a couple of songs that I'll start every gig on. It's not always the same, it'll change for different days or for different events, but 9 times out of 10, I will start on a song called Breakfast at Tiffany's. It works really, really well as a sort of a mid to high energy opener for an acoustic song that you can build up. It's a soft intro and then it goes hell for leather in the chorus and everybody knows it. And it's a really good way to introduce yourself to an audience. Equally, if I'm playing along with the tracks, on the track that I use for Breakfast at Tiffany's, it has the acoustic guitar, so it means that I can dial in the levels of the backing track in with my live guitar and my live vocals and stuff like that, and it really, really works well like that. It does the same thing. It starts off soft, builds, and then really, really does a good job of introducing the crowd to you. So Breakfast at Tiffany's is usually a good opener for me. Then I'll go into a song called Jenny Don't Be Hasty by Paolo Nutini. He's Scottish, it's a Scottish song, I live in Scotland. It's a great rock song, and again, another kind of soft opening, and that builds up to something that people can dance to, people love to hear it. So usually I'll start off on Breakfast at Tiffany's, move into Jenny Don't Be Hasty, and then take it from there with songs that are around the same vibe. Sort of a soft opener or easy sing-along songs, not big sing-along songs, not like Country Roads or anything like that. I usually leave that for the second half of the second half, so like the last quarter of the gig, where people are really, really wanting to go mad and sing and stuff like that. But for the first half of the set, soft opening, big chorus, sort of mid to high energy, and build things up as I go along. Me being Irish and playing in an awful lot of Irish pubs I get requests for a lot of Irish songs. And these types of songs, these traditional Irish songs, they can be both a blessing and a curse, because a lot of them are either about misery and famine and just badness, just bad vibes, but they can be sang in a really, really sort of happy way. Which is sort of it's like a double-edged sword, because people come up and ask for the most depressing famine songs and then ask for the most liveliest dance songs that are also about misery and oppression and the fact that the British rules for 800 years and all that kind of stuff. So it's really hard to like say no to some songs and say yes to other songs when they're both about the same thing. But I found over the years that the first half of my gig is a good time to get a lot of those easy sing-along Irish songs. Not out of the way, that's not fair to say, but you know what I mean. Fit them in there, get people on board early, so that I can pass off an awful lot of the generic stuff towards the second half of the gig. Now, as I said, for the first half of the gig, I like to kind of ease people into it, but like ease them into every single song, and every single song make sure that it's like there's something for people to latch onto. I sort of structure the first half of the gig exactly like that as well, in that we're easing, we're building, and we're coming back down. But next time we're going slightly higher and we're coming back down, not as low, and then so on and so forth. And we've sort of build it like that and build it like that and build it like that. So by the time the first hour is over and done with, the last sort of 20-25 minutes of the first half of the set can be full of really, really lively sing-along, jump up and down, go wild songs. These days when I'm playing along to the backing track, I really like to finish off the first set on Freebird, because Freebird has the really famous 5-minute solo at the end that people go absolutely berserk for. Now I tend to get asked for a lot of weird songs. People don't seem to take into account that I am one fella standing there with an electric guitar, and they don't understand that certain songs don't necessarily fit that aesthetic. I've gotten asked for some absolute crackers, and I do my best to accommodate them. Some of my favourite songs to play are C'est la Vie by Bewitched, Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre. All these like really cheesy, cringy songs that people don't like to admit that they love, but when they come on, they absolutely love them and the crowd goes wild. So I really do try and cater to that sort of mentality by throwing in those songs that, number one, I can stomach and I can actually do well in the style that I'm presenting at the time. Now, the fact that I'm playing in Scotland, I tend to always have to play some certain Scottish songs. Caledonia is a big one that translates really, really well in Irish pubs, because Irish people sing Caledonia just the same as Scottish people do. Again, it sounds sort of miserable, but it's a great song that everyone can kind of latch onto and sing along to. So that's a really, really good compromise, and a really, really good like kind of crossover song that everybody can get into, especially when I'm gigging in Scotland. And then to finish off the night, I always try and finish off the night on a song called Tell Me Ma and or Rattling Bog. They're two Irish songs. The way that I do them, people go mad. There's a video on my YouTube channel of me playing the Rattling Bog on Paddy's Day 25, I think. You should go and check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description, along with that set list. And it just lends itself really, really well to a really high energy, big impact finisher for the gig. Leave people wanting more of this. And that's it basically. My set list is tried and true. It's worn out to at this stage, but it works really, really well for me. Hopefully, if you decide to implement it as well in your live gigs, it'll work just as well for you. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Have I missed out any songs? Is there any songs that you just point blank refuse to play, like Wagon Wheel? Or is there songs that you just cannot do a gig without? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.